I created Ahimsa Saamagri as a toolkit to share the basics of nonviolent communication. This box is very useful to carry with you wherever you go because sometimes conversations lead to people being curious about what is exciting for you, what do you do, and that's when I kind of can talk about nonviolent communication because that's so central to my life and how I live or I hope to grow my consciousness. Then the next question is, what is nonviolent communication? And that's when I can say I can share with you what it is. And I think in a short span, because of this box and all the basic cards, flashcards, the needs cards, and the feelings cards, I'm able to share with someone how it works. So, nonviolent communication, the basic understanding of this is that it's a tool, it's a process, it's a consciousness, and it's based on the principles that we all have a natural state of compassion in us where there's no violence present in our hearts. And what has happened is we have grown, we have been in family systems, in education systems where we have been conditioned and moved into that right, wrong, good, bad kind of a way of thinking. So the idea of nonviolent communication is to, that's all in the head, in the conditioned behavior, to become aware of it, to learn how to process it, and then to shift from the head to the heart. How does that happen? So, the four components of nonviolent communication are observation, feelings, needs, and requests. So observation is something that we notice, that we experience through our senses. What we see, hear, feel, and what we touch. So looking at kind of connecting with the observation, it's a password to enter into our lived experience. Observations help us to connect with how do I feel when I observe, somebody shouting at someone else. So I observe it. Now shouting is again like somebody is using a raised voice, okay? And I notice some behavior. Yeah, I feel anxious, I feel scared, and that indicates, some feelings indicate that needs are unmet. Okay, and other feelings, when I see a mother feeding a child, or consoling a child when they're crying on the way back from school, I feel happy. I feel tender, that I remember the times when I was consoled by my mother, when I was exhausted. So here, feelings indicate a need for care. So that's how feelings work, that some feelings indicate needs met, other feelings indicate needs unmet. Needs are, again, there's a long list of need, and it's it's all there in these cards also. When you pick a card and you explore of 10 cards and you say, what do I need right now? And it helps you to go to the heart of the matter, to the basic motivation of all action. Okay, needs are all the motivation, the values that we hold dear, and all our action is to meet those needs. Okay, so when I saw this needs card and I went through the needs, for the first time I realized that closure is a need, or shared reality is a need. And ever since then, I have been able to bring more healing when I think of a situation that I have some deep sadness about. Then I can say, yeah, I need closure. What can I do for it? So that's where I go to a request. Okay, so when I touch a need and I savor the energy of the need, that closure would be so valuable. And now I can kind of hold the need with care, with a lot of awareness. And then I say, what action would help me to fulfill this need for myself? So I have me as a first person or one of the resources. I have my support system, maybe my sisters, my friends, as another resource, as another option to talk about something that has been bothering me. And I could also talk to the person who is party to that difficult experience. So that is where requests help to again take action to fulfill our needs. So here is the grammar of how do I work with observations, feelings. What is the grammar? That when I remember dash dash dash, I feel because I need, and am I willing to do something about it? And what is that? So these are this card shows the 4 steps of the process. And this one indicates with the life alienating language or the conditioned behavior, we have learned to deny choice, to judge, to blame, to label, to make demands. And now when I learn NVC, I'm more aware. I can catch myself, when I'm functioning from some reactive, life alienating, behavior. And instead of evaluation, I can go to observation. Instead of getting stuck in my thoughts, I can say, what am I feeling with this thought? What is behind that? And again, when I hold the energy of needs, I can say, what strategies could I, otherwise I'm holding the strategy. Unless you do this, my need for support is not met. So I'm holding the strategy tightly. Instead, I can hold the need tightly. That yes, I would like some care, and this is one of the strategies that could you please make tea for me. So I'm holding the strategy of you making tea lightly, and I'm holding the need for care tightly. So if for some reason you need space, you need rest, and you're not able to make tea for me, I can make another request, or I can request somebody else or myself to make tea for now. Okay, so again there are other cards which indicate what are the different life alienating behaviors, and these cards help us to explore what we do sometimes, and all this is more like a tragic expression of unmet needs. We do all this, and the point is not to judge us or blame us, or we judge the judgments. Okay, so rather than that, to just calm down, to kind of have a calm down again is like a demand. Calm down. No, just be aware and take a pause and connect with the need behind all these behaviors. So this could be like a tragic expression of an unmet need. When I demand something from somebody, it could be a tragic expression of my need to matter or my need for support. So when I can go take a step back to what is the need, then I'm able to connect with myself and connect with you, because there is no conflict at the level of needs. If at all there is a conflict at the level of strategies, because all the needs are not considered. Yes, we may not be able to fulfill all the needs, but we can surely consider all the needs and then take the best possible action in the moment. Okay, and there is a little bit more of, when we say certain words like I feel criticized or I feel ignored, then there is a judgment in that. It's not a pure feeling word. So rather than again making it wrong, oh, that's not a feeling word, I say when I feel blamed or when I feel criticized, how do I feel? So just use all these thoughts and these words as a doorway to get to the heart space where we can connect with our feelings. Yes, when I feel criticized, I feel scared. And somebody else may say, I feel anxious. Somebody else may say, I feel confused. Why are they criticizing me? What is in this criticism? I don't understand. Where does this come from? So like that, we can connect with the feelings, and the feelings will again lead us to the needs. Yeah, somebody who's feeling confused needs clarity. Somebody who's feeling scared needs to know that, there's protection, there's safety. And somebody who's feeling anxious maybe needs understanding. So that's how we can, untangle, unlearn, and unknot these experiences which otherwise, cause a lot of new kind of layers of conflict. So that's this. And then there is this 10 ways of listening that is not empathy. We think we are listening, or we have an intention to listen, but actually when we get into advising without being asked, or educating, oh no, it wasn't like that, it is like this, or asking a lot of questions, who was there, what is it, what did you wear, how did you get there? It's like when the person is trying to share something, the questions become very disconnecting. And we may shut the person down. Oh, come on, cheer up, it's not so bad. Let's come, go and get some ice cream. Or we correct, it wasn't that way, it happened this way. So there are all these, again, one-upping also, So there are ways of listening which we believe help, but actually they disconnect us. So what is then listening? So here there is this again a card which talks about empathic listening. And empathic listening is about being curious with an intention to connect. So when I hear you saying this, whatever, you paraphrase back, say, are you feeling scared? Are you feeling upset? What's going on for you? Are you needing to know that are you needing a sense that you matter? So like that, we can help the person reconnect with their own feelings and needs, and get into a more resourced space from a self-connection. Yeah, and this also, I love these two beautiful songs which Marshall used to sing, and they also are the heart of NVC, which is see me beautiful, look for the best in me. That's what I really am, that's what I long to be. It may take some time, it may be hard to find, see me beautiful. So that also helps us to, be more self-accepting, have self-compassion, and also we can hear and see others as beautiful. So these are all inspiring, components of nonviolent communication. They help us to learn and to practice this method, and reconnect with that essential nature in our core. We all have it, and it may take some time, but we can surely unlearn and become more wholesome, so that this world is beautiful, like a place where all needs matter, and life is in a flow of natural giving and receiving. So I hope you explore this Ahimsa Saamagri, and again reach out to me if you would like to know more, and I'd love to connect with you. Thank you.